the ability to separate yourself from the voice in your head. Once this ability awakens, overthinking loses 40% of its power instantly. The biggest psychological shift happens silently. They stop identifying as the victim of their thoughts and start seeing themselves as the author. Overthinkers say, "I can't stop these thoughts." Wiser people say, "These thoughts belong to me, and I decide what they mean." This is a shift from helplessness to ownership. There are two kinds of people in this world: those who are controlled by their thoughts, and those who quietly take back control. Everyone overthinks. Everyone spirals. Everyone lies awake replaying old memories, imagining future disasters, and drowning in what-ifs. But there's a rare group of people, very rare, who learn to claim their mind back. Not by force, not by pretending, but by understanding the psychology behind their own thoughts. This is their story. This is their psychology. Overthinking doesn't start loudly. It begins quietly. One small fear, one unanswered message, one confusing situation. And suddenly, your mind becomes an overactive machine, trying to predict every outcome, every danger, every possibility. At first it feels responsible, like you're preparing, like you're being careful. But slowly, overthinking stops being protection and becomes a prison. People who take back their mind realize something powerful. Overthinking isn't about the situation. It's about the person. It's a coping mechanism, a survival instinct, a way the brain tries to control what it cannot control. But they also discover something deeper. Not all thoughts deserve attention. This is the first shift, the first crack in the prison walls. They begin to ask a quiet question. Why am I thinking like this? Most people believe what their mind says. They treat every thought as truth, every fear as fact, every worry as a warning. But those who reclaim their minds experience a psychological breakthrough. They start seeing thoughts as mental events, not messages. A thought is not a prophecy. A thought is not a command. A thought is not a danger signal. A thought is just electricity passing through the brain. This realization changes everything. When a normal person thinks, "What if I fail?" they panic. But a mindful person thinks, "Interesting, my mind is imagining failure today." This creates distance, space, control. They stop being inside their thoughts and start being outside them, observing like a witness. In psychology, this is called cognitive defusion. From chaos to agency, from fear to personal power. They learn that confidence isn't thinking positive. Confidence is trusting your ability to handle whatever comes. This identity shift frees them emotionally. They no longer fear uncertainty. They no longer obsess over outcomes. They no longer chase mental control, because now they know they can handle their own mind.